In the direction of Kramatorsk, the Ukrainian forces repelled an attempted attack on the villages of Verkhnyokamyanske, Biohorivka, and Kryhorivka, and the enemy attacks were also prevented in the area of Vershina. Our soldiers have liberated more than 8,000 towns so far, and we capture more every week. Recently, we recovered some of them in the south of our country. All of them have been significantly damaged, but we will take care to rebuild the infrastructure, restore medical and social services, and restore normal life. About 36,500 Russian soldiers have already died in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The Kremlin also lost 1,600 tanks and 812 artillery systems. In Donetsk, bombings constantly cause explosions in various parts of the city. The mechanics plant for KAMAZ trucks were under fire. The workshop was hit and burned down quickly because the fire brigade had no chance to fight the element of war. Meanwhile, the Russian-backed forces of the self-proclaimed People's Republics of Donetsk and Luhansk are moving towards the city. Buses, trolleybuses, and all public transport are not working. How are they supposed to run when the bastards are firing at us? They do it on purpose to scare people. Look at this. This is our war. They can shoot, but it's not enough to scare us away. Yesterday, Russian forces fired on a market and residential area in the city of Slavyansk in eastern Ukraine. According to Kiev's findings, the Kremlin uses missiles from the Soviet era, the trajectory of which is difficult to predict. In the last fire, at least 2 people were killed and 7 were injured. We sat and counted the streaks in the sky. You never hear the Uragan missiles coming. The hissing occurs immediately before they hit the target. More guns than fired, but the missile flight was audible. Busy on Sunday, Lysychansk now resembles a horror movie set. Until recently, this bustling city was inhabited by over 100,000 people. Burnt and bullet-riddled buildings, overturned cars, and rubble on the streets. This is what the locals now have to deal with. Of course, we still hope that peace will finally come. What else can we believe? We dream that it will be peaceful and quiet here, that there will be some order. After all, we have been living near the front line for 8 years. It is very difficult for us. Now we have to live in a school, but when the air raids stop, we will move to a house. Turkish customs last weekend announced the detention of a Russian cargo ship at the entrance to the port of Karasu. Ankara will also investigate 3 more Russian ships for the alleged shipment of stolen grains from Ukraine. The inspections are being carried out at the request of Kiev, which suspects that the Russian fleet is removing Ukrainian stocks. We are against Ukrainian grain or other goods being exported by Russia or any other country and sold illegally to international markets. Turkey will not be the trading partner of such transactions. The regional court in Novorossiysk has ruled to suspend the shipment of crude oil by the Caspian Pipeline Consortium. The infrastructure operator has a large share in the European energy sector. The suspended operation of the plants results from the leakage of the pipeline, which was shown by the last inspection. Failure to supply will increase global demand and raise fuel prices.